Constitution, equal rights, equal protections, freedom, free people, a place where everyone wants to come in the world, or Sharia. And they chose, the Hutton Hotel chose to stand with Sharia law. They became Sharia compliant. You know, it was Steve Ackley that called me. Unfortunately, I was able to get our chairman, Bill Murray, of this Sharia Awareness Action Network on the phone to confirm the conversation, because it was such an outrage in limiting our free speech in America and in Tennessee. And the volunteer state doesn't take it well, and we are blessed because in literally 2 weeks' time, we have shifted a conference that we've been working on for over half a year to another place, move schedules around to allow more people to come, and it's bigger. So God had a plan in this message, and the Hutton Hotel in Miramar closed the door on free speech in America, but the people here in Tennessee said we're not going to allow it. And I'm just so thankful that they did. I want to say something else. The new talking points in Murfreesboro is on the newspaper regarding this is hate speech. And that is one of the greatest dangers to any American today, is standing up for our freedom to speak. And so I challenge each of you in the media to speak the words of truth, to stand up for free speech. And I'm very concerned with what's going on in our country and with the leadership of this country.
Can I address your question? My challenge to the media is very few people in the media are looking at the facts. And the facts entered into evidence in several federal trials to include the largest terrorism finance and Hamas trial in U.S. history, Holy Land versus the United States, November 2008, Dallas, Texas. We know that the primary and the prominent Islamic groups in this country are, as a matter of legal fact, controlled by the Muslim Brotherhood. ISNA, Islamic Society of North America, Muslim American Society, Muslim Student Association, IIIT, the Feed Council of North America, and CARE, the very organization that protested this conference at the hotel, is Hamas. And yet, every media outlet that reported this story that said CARE, a human rights or a public affairs organization, what they should be saying is Hamas, parentheses, doing business as CARE, because that's legally what was demonstrated in the trial through the facts and through the testimony. That is a fact. And the evidence is outrageously massive that supports that. And a federal judge said it, and an appellate court upheld it. Those are the facts.
The group that Kane met with to walk back his statements from earlier this year
was ISNA.
It was ISNA, and I believe the Dulles area.
That's it. That's the Muslim Brotherhood, the All Dulles Area Muslim Society. That, whose executive director is the president of ISNA. It's founded by the Muslim Brotherhood in Sterling, Virginia. That's who we're meeting with. And by the way, that's who the Deputy National Security Advisor of the President of the United States met with in March of this year. Went and gave a speech there and thanked Mohammed Majid, the President of the Islamic Society of North America, proven through evidence in a court in that same trial, is a financial arm, financial support arm for Hamas. That's what the facts demonstrated. You got the Deputy National Security Advisor of the President hailing this guy as a hero. This is what we're talking about, is let's just put the facts on the table and say, okay, why can't we have an open debate? If you disagree with positions these people are taking, that's fine. But that's the point. Why can't we even have the debate? And when the media covers this, and you have a known Hamas group, CARE, who opens their mouths, and it's instead of printing it, disregarding them, or saying, why should we even talk to you? You're Hamas. That's a designated terrorist organization.
I'm sorry for monopolizing time. One quick follow-up. Does that give you pause that the most conservative candidate in the presidential race that's polling above 10% is meeting with a group that you're saying is connected with the Muslim Brotherhood and Hamas, and is influencing his actual political positions? Because after he met with them, he changed them.
Yeah, I mean that's the Muslim Brotherhood's influence is on the left and the right politically in this country. Democrats, Republicans, they were in the Clinton administration. Many of the same people that are in the Obama administration, the Muslim Brothers, were in the Bush administration, were in the Clinton administration. When you think about the fact that Abdurrahman al-Amoudi, who is an al-Qaeda financier, a Muslim Brother and a Hamas guy, who got arrested in Heathrow in 2003 in London with $340,000 cash that he got from Muammar Gaddafi of Libya for the global jihad, now sitting in Supermax for what was 23 years. His sentence was just reduced 6 months ago, but for being a terrorist. I mean, he's an al-Qaeda financier. That's the guy that was the advisor to President Clinton. And by the way, Al-Qaeda, that's the guy who created the Muslim chaplain program for DOD. That's Al-Qaeda. This is a guy who was an ambassador, a goodwill ambassador for the State Department. Now think about that. And who is clearing, certifying Muslim chaplains for the Bureau of Prisons and for the DOD today? ISNA. That's Hamas.